Hey guys, today I'm going to platinum Call of Duty Ghosts. This is the fourth Call of Duty game I'm going to platinum. The game has a total of 40 trophies and PSN Profiles gives it a 4 out of 10 difficulty. The game released in 2013 and has quite a reputation for being the worst Call of Duty ever made. Let me tell you, the first few missions lived up to that name. We begin my veteran playthrough with a cutscene where a dad narrates a story about some cool soldier dudes. After that, we cut to the main character, me, having lunch with the dad and brother. All of a sudden, there is an earthquake and we run back to the house. Everything is literally crumbling around us, so we figure out it's more than a regular earthquake. Then we cut to the space mission 15 minutes earlier that is actually a huge weapon. And this lady says it's her last day and she's looking forward to going home, which instantly tells me she's about to die. We go inside the station and then a bunch of dudes from the Federation jump in and kill everyone. They commandeer the weapon and decide to blow up a huge portion of the world. I kill one of them and get my first trophy for getting my first kill. We manage to destroy the weapon, but then we all die. Anyway, we cut back to Earth and survive the quake. I get my second trophy for completing the mission. In the next mission, 10 years later, we meet Riley, this dog who you can command to attack people. He's actually pretty cool. During the mission, we have to push through to this base from behind enemy line. This mission is insanely difficult and painful. I don't quite know why, but this game just feels really clunky. I don't know if it's just the age of the game or its poor design, but it's very annoying. Anyhow, we make our way up through the Federation's blockade, and we meet up with our dad, who is some kind of military leader. I got another trophy for completing the mission. In the next mission, we decide to go poking around this wasteland to look for these ghost soldiers. They're not actually ghosts, it's just a branding thing. During this mission, we actually get to play as Riley, the dog. It can actually be kind of fun. One funny thing though is that when you kill someone as a dog, it is completely silent and no enemies are alerted. It's definitely not like they would totally scream or something. Completing the mission gave me a trophy as usual. So, unfortunately, because Activision developers don't know how to design a video game properly, the game crashed my entire PC, and the footage for this mission is corrupted. I'll just play some random clips on the screen. Essentially, we go and rescue a guy called Ajax. He is part of the Ghosts, a special military force that likes to dress up. Unfortunately, when we get to him, he's dead. We do, however, learn that this guy called Rourke is trying to kill all of the Ghosts. Throughout the mission, we use a remote sniper to take out enemies. I get a trophy for not missing a single shot, along with one for completing the mission. In the next mission, we find out that the home base is under siege, so we return to push back the assault. Unfortunately, the Federation overwhelms us, and we are forced to retreat. It is then revealed as a shock to absolutely no one that our dad is a ghost. In fact, he's the boss ghost. During the mission, there was a section where you can control some A-10s, and I got a trophy for killing 50 enemies, and as per usual, I got a trophy for completing the mission. The next mission is a flashback where we play as the dad Elias, back when he and Rourke were friends. The setting is a mission where they're hunting this random dude. We push through the city and it's going fine until they blow up a dam and essentially flood the town. We manage to escape the flood and I get a trophy for killing 6 guys underwater. Then the game crashed. It's okay though because most of my progress saved. We carry on with the mission and we manage to jump on the other guy's helicopter and kill him. Tragically, it crashes and I'm the only thing holding Rourke up. This game needs a way to make Rourke a villain, so I let him go, earning me a trophy. The next mission was actually pretty cool. We climb up the side of a massive skyscraper and then put a virus in the system to shut off the lights. We then use these strobe lights on our gun to blind everyone, giving them a glimpse of the afterlife, right before we kill them. Anyhow, we find this guy and interrogate him. We don't get much information though, because the building falls down. Reminds me of that Battlefield 4 map. Somehow, we survive this fall through a glass window and we parachute to safety, earning a trophy. In the next mission, we pilot a helicopter with incredibly strange controls before landing to take control of this old warehouse. During the helicopter section, I got a trophy for destroying 80 fuel containers. Halfway through the mission, my game crashed again, and then straight after I opened it, it crashed again. Thank you, Infinity Ward, for this amazing game. When the game finally works, we capture Rourke. Also, in the cutscene, we learn that the Federation gave him drugs or something. At the beginning of the next mission, we interrogate Rourke. Unfortunately, he does not cooperate. We go to throw him out of the plane, but then his forces show up and rescue him, along with shooting down our plane. We land in this jungle and we have to escape stealthily. I get a trophy for completing the mission without breaking stealth. Anyhow, I regroup with the rest of the squad and then we escape in a helicopter, earning another trophy. In the next mission, we infiltrate a Federation facility to steal a bunch of intelligence. I actually really enjoyed this mission. You steal Federation uniforms and sneak your way in before stealing intel from the lab. You get to set up defenses and you have to stop the attackers while the intel is downloading, which is cool. After that, you escape on trucks at a pretty epic fashion. I got a trophy for completing the mission and shooting the ice in front of 8 trucks to make them fall in. In the next mission, we launch a full-scale assault on a Federation power facility. Our goal is essentially just to destroy everything, so we do that. This mission was kinda difficult. I died a few times, but I got through it. Also, this dialogue is very confusing. Merrick says,
"Watch your fire. We need the foreman alive."
and then 3 seconds later, he himself shoots the foreman without getting anything from him. After that, there was a quick time event to break the water pump thingy. I got a trophy for completing it on my first try. After that, we escape and I get a trophy for completing the mission. In the next mission, we find ourselves underwater. I didn't really like this mission, mainly just because the movement feels so weird underwater. It's not the developer's fault, it's just very difficult to make underwater gameplay fun. Basically, all you have to do is swim through and kill a few dudes underwater who are trying to uncover the wreckage from Odin, the space station we destroyed in the first mission. We also destroyed the submarine, and I got a trophy for hitting the mark on my first try, along with a trophy for completing the mission. After we found out that the enemy was trying to rebuild Odin, we infiltrate their construction facility in a really fun mission. Right off the bat, I got a trophy for killing 5 enemies without alerting anyone. After that, we sneak in and get on some computers. We also find a missile that they've built. On the computer, we find out that there are in fact 24 missiles. Elias, the big boss, sends out a huge airstrike to destroy the facility, and we have to escape before it blows up. Unfortunately, we are spotted and have to fight our way out very noisily. We push through the enemies and then jump on this truck and leave the burning facility behind, earning a trophy. At the very start of the next mission, we get ambushed by Rourke and his men. We get kidnapped and he kills our dad. There was a section where you have to button mash to take Rourke's gun, which was really annoying because I don't know if it was a glitch or not, but no matter how fast I mashed the buttons, it just wouldn't work. So then it kills you and you have to go through 2 minutes of dialogue every single time. It took me 4 tries and really pissed me off. Anyhow, after that we escape and I die 37 times because veteran mode is difficult. During the mission, I destroyed 21 poker machines, earning a trophy along with the one I got for completing the mission. Now onto the final 4 missions. This is where the finale really starts. Now that the Federation has control of what are basically super weapons, we decide to make a final stand and launch a full-scale assault. We only have 1 aircraft carrier, but we're trying our best, okay? I actually had a great time with these missions. This card really doesn't deserve all the hate. The Federation sends out boats to take over the carrier, so we spend the mission defending it. The enemy uses ropes to try and climb up the side of the ship. I get a trophy for cutting the ropes while an enemy is climbing, along with one for finishing the mission. In the next mission, we start off in a tank, whilst another team is in space trying to take control of the missiles. We have to destroy any anti-air defense systems so we can blow the Federation to hell. It is here that I get a trophy for taking out 3 helicopters with remote missiles. Anyhow, we destroy a bunch of cannons and then we jump into this building and jump onto the train that Rourke is leaving on. We have a little grudge, you know, after he murdered our father in cold blood. As per usual, I got a trophy for completing the mission. In the second to last mission, we play as a separate squad in space. We take control of the space station and then launch missiles at enemy troops on the ground. I honestly hated this mission, at least the space part. The missile shooting was fun, but the movement in space is just so shit. Near the end of the mission, we are ordered to fire upon the train carrying Rourke and the 2 main characters, so we do. Anyhow, I got a trophy for completing the mission and another for hitting only the enemy with my missiles, no friendlies. Now, on to the final mission. We cut to 15 minutes earlier where we board the train and make our way through the top of the characters. Eventually, we get to the front and throw some hands with Rourke. Unfortunately, he shoots us, so we call in a strike on the train. The train derails and crashes into the ocean. Somehow, we all survive, and then I try to shoot Rourke. I have no bullets, so Hesh throws me one and I shoot him. Then, the window breaks and water rushes in. These guys must be invincible or something because even though we've suffered multiple gunshot wounds, we escape. Anyhow, the 2 brothers sit on the beach and watch the rest of our squad massacre the enemy troops, and then the credits roll. I'm sure the developers won't decide to completely ruin the story by leaving a cliffhanger for a sequel that will never happen. So, Rourke comes back and then kicks Hesh in the face and drags me away. Lovely. During the mission, I got a trophy for shooting some guys climbing up a rope, and then I got a trophy for completing the mission, and another for completing the campaign on Veteran. In each mission, there is a collectible called a Rourke file. Throughout my playthrough, I've been collecting them, and I got a trophy for getting all of them. After that, all I had to do was go back and complete any miscellaneous trophies that I missed. And there is the platinum for Call of Duty Ghosts, or Perfect Game since I'm on Steam. Now, on PlayStation, this game has 51 trophies, but on Steam, the game doesn't have any multiplayer trophies, so that's why there's only 40. I honestly didn't think this game was that bad, and I think it gets way too much hate. It is now the 4th Call of Duty I've platinumed, and I actually think it's better than Advanced Warfare. Anyway, go check out this video where I platinum Black Ops Cold War.